Good morning, Grapes and Peas. So, we're going to go back to the Jesus Storybook Bible for a few weeks. And I want to show you the picture. It looks like they're arguing. So, this is our story. You can find this story in the book of Matthew, which we've been doing, and the book of Luke, and the book of Mark. So, here's our story. Jesus' friends were arguing. What'd I tell you? What do they were arguing? Who is the most important helper in God's kingdom? They wanted to know. I am, James said. No, you're not, Peter said. I am. Nonsense, Matthew said. I'm the cleverest. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Am too. My kids sometimes sound like that. This silliness went on and on for some time. You see, Jesus' friends had started thinking they had to do something to make themselves special to Jesus. That if they were the cleverest or the nicest or anything, that Jesus would like them best. But they had forgotten something God had been teaching his people all through the years, that no matter how clever you are, or how good you are, or how rich you are, or how nice you are, or how important you are, none of it makes any difference, because God's love is a gift. And as anyone will tell you, the whole thing about a gift is it's free. All you have to do is reach out your hands and take it. So while Jesus' friends were arguing, some people who knew all about getting gifts, in fact, you might say they were gift experts, had come to see Jesus. Do you know who they were? They were the children. See, Jesus' friends are still arguing over here. And look, this little one comes right up to Jesus. What do you call them? Gift experts. Jesus' helpers tried to send them away. Jesus doesn't have time for you, they said. He's too tired. But they were wrong. Jesus always had time for children. Don't ever send them away, Jesus said. Bring the little ones to me. Now, if you had been there, what do you think? Would you had to line up quietly to see Jesus? Do you think Jesus would have asked you how good you'd been before he gave you a hug? Would you have had to be on your best behavior? Did you get dressed up? Not speak until you were spoken to? Do you think that's how they had to go to Jesus? I don't think so. Do you? Give me a thumbs up. Do you have to be all dressed up and proper and in good behavior to go to Jesus? I hope you said thumbs down. Or would you have done just what these kids did? They ran straight up to Jesus. They let him pick him up in his arms and swing you and kiss you and hug you and then sit on his lap and listen to your stories and your chats. You see, children loved Jesus, and they knew they didn't need to do anything special for Jesus to love them. All they needed to do was run into his arms. And so that's just what they did. Well, after all the laughing and the games, Jesus turned to his helpers and said, no matter how big you grow, never grow up so much that you lose your child's heart, full of trust in God. Be like these children. They are the most important in my kingdom. Look at them. So I want you to think, why do you think God's friends were fighting about who was most important, but the kids knew that they could just run right up to Jesus because he loved them? Why do you think kids know that and the grown-ups didn't? So talk to your parents about that and do the activity sheet, and I'll see you next week.